Something is deeply wrong. You can feel it. So what has happened to us? And what should we do about it? Join the Finding Gnosis show. It's an open panel for people trying to figure out what's really going on in this strange existence, and what we should be doing while we're here. Join us as we all find Gnosis together. Gnosis is knowledge. We need to find out what's going on. We need to find out what we should be doing. Chat soon on the Finding Gnosis show.
What's up? So I asked AI to write me a workout plan because well, I asked them to write me a meal plan and a workout plan because I want to get back down to a 31-inch waist, or at least a 32-inch waist, and I also want to be able to bench 225 someday and do a muscle up and get my legs stronger. So I'm gonna see if it works having AI be my personal trainer. Isn't that funny? AI is gonna be everyone's personal trainer now. Not everyone, but I would rather have a person, but like for real, to find someone that will do in-person training for, $50 an hour or whatever that I'm willing to pay, and won't give me grief about the vegan thing. Alan Hill says, I think that might be a bad idea, but let's see. Well, why? Why is it a bad idea? I got into trouble because of AI the previous day. What happened? Why'd you get in trouble? So I have bad internet connection down here. For some reason, internet's been terrible like everywhere around here for a while now. I don't know why. Like some days randomly I'll get great service and then it'll crap out again the next day for a long time. So I don't have access to my AI trainer right now, but they did write me a training plan, which I'm following. I just wanted to ask them, like questions about it along the way while I'm doing it, see if they would act like a real-time trainer. So one wants me to do a 5x5 thing. Alan said it gave me terminal codes for removing a software, but it removed my package manager instead. Uh-oh. Don't trust AI with important tasks. It's a bad idea. It can hallucinate and everything. What do you mean by hallucinate? You know, like one of the things I think with something like personal training is that a lot of the information is very common knowledge now. And so it can maybe pick up on that. Why does the screen say bye for now? I need to, hold on. Let me fix that. It should not say that. Bye for now. How do I take that off? Anybody know how I take that down? Oh, here. There it is. Let's see. So yeah, it wants me to do 5x5, but so okay. Also on my diet, I'm only eating. Oh, there's time for my next set. I'm only eating 1,600 calories a day now because I want to get back down to single-digit body fat. I know everybody thinks I'm lean, but if you look, I'm actually skinny fat. You see that? See how I'm skinny fat? So I need to get back down to shredded, lean abs. I use a pillow on the bench because I use a pillow on the bench because I have a arthritis in my C7. Yeah, I got arthritis on my C7, so I use a pillow on the bench. Man, my computer's running really slow today. I think it's the internet. See, I gotta just pin that. I gotta pin the stream, at least on my channel, or the link to the stream. Let's see. Yeah, nothing's working as fast as I would like it to. There we go. Pin that. Did I set my timer? I gotta set my timer. Don't. It's programmed to give instructions even when it doesn't have instructions or the knowledge. 5x5 is good standard for exercise. The exercises though. Caloric restriction, huh? What's your channel called? My channel is Vegan Equilibrium. What's up, Black Hole? How you doing? Feel free to come on the stream and tell us what's going on. What the fuck are we doing here? That is the question. That is the question, guys. What the fuck is going on here? And why is my internet so slow? Okay. Like so incredibly slow. Thanks, Black Hole. Thanks for subbing to Vegan Equilibrium. I should probably change these weights because there's no way I'm going to get another 5 reps at this weight. Bring it back down to 115. Yeah, I know I'm a weak fuck right now. I actually was getting stronger with my 135 bench, but I decided to go on this diet because, I mean, I just honestly, like, I just don't feel good about myself. I don't feel good about myself at when I'm not at least like around 10% body fat. Like I want my abs to be washboard, and if I don't have that, I never feel right. Even if it means I have to be really skinny everywhere else, I just would rather have completely flat stomach like I used to, like back in my days when I was eating just raw food. I'd rather have that than be like, and be really skinny than be like really bulky and strong and gutted. But I think there's a balance. Like I think I could get strong and be lean. I just have to get lean first and start from that base. What happened was I was lean and I was getting strong while staying lean, but I fell off. I lost my motivation and I got in a funk, and then I put on weight, and I put on a layer here, and not keeping up my fitness, and that's what happens. But like if I were to stay extremely consistent with fitness, if I were to stay extremely consistent with my goal, with my 225 bench goal, starting right now, I will have it in 2 years. Let's just put it that way. It'll take me 2 years to get that and I can do it. I just need to be consistent, Chickpea says, you are here to produce louche for your Archon masters. Chickpea, where do you get that information from? Do you believe that just because David Icke says it? You shouldn't believe everything you read. Speak for yourself, Noodles. Chickpea, would you like to come up on the show and let everyone know what's going on? Tell us about the Archons. And what is it exactly that I am believing, that I'm reading, that you're telling me to speak for myself about? Chickpea says, yes, the Gnostics absolutely believed in the Archons. In Gnostic cosmology, they were considered the builders and rulers of the material universe. Well, would you like to come up on the show, Chickpea, and tell the listeners more about the archons and Gnosticism? Because I'm working out right now and doing a terrible job at impersonating DNW. Gotta put in my my lifts here, and I use Excel to track my lifts. Yeah, but the AI, it's like saying like do 2 warm-up sets and then do 5 working sets, and it's like, dude, I don't want to be in the fucking gym. And it's like, wait 3 to 4 minutes between each set. I don't want to be in the gym that long. So I'll do 1 warm-up set and 4 working sets. How about that? Let's see. 115 per 8. All right. Now it wants me to do, for the next part of the workout, it wants me to do weighted pull-ups, but I don't have the weight belt yet. So I don't have the weight belt yet, and I doubt I could do that many. I could go upstairs and use the I could actually just do regular pull-ups. Let's see. Let me what else does it have after this? Weighted pull-ups, overhead barbell press, chest supported dumbbell row, hanging like okay. I'll just do regular pull-ups. All right. So after I do this resistance training session, I'm gonna have a little snack, and then I'm gonna do an hour on the treadmill. I was watching some like lean content on YouTube, you know, like about like how to get really lean and shredded looking, and this guy says that he does an hour of just medium like pace walking at an incline on the treadmill every day. 1 hour every day. So I figure, well, you know what? That's not that hard for me, and I probably could do that. I did an hour yesterday. I usually just do 20 minutes, but like, fuck it. You know what? I can do an hour. So, I cannot do a lot of pull-ups. Let's see. You know what? I'll go for 5, but we'll just do like 5 by 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Let's see. All right. Pull-ups, 2 to 3 minutes in between set. All right, so Put the 3-minute timer on there. Talk to you guys for a minute. So feel free to click the link in the chat box. The link is in the comments. Come up here and join the stream. Don't be shy. Let us know what is on your mind. Pollen is really bad around here right now. Maybe we can get DNW. Let's see. Let me text him right now. Alan Hill is back. Let me see. I'll also text Vegan Gains in case he can come on. Hold on, let me in case he can. Gotta copy the link here. Oh, come on, Chickpea. I'm not gonna tell you to manifest anything. You know I'm not gonna do that. I don't believe in that crap. Although, I cannot promise that we won't play your song. Because it's a pretty fun song, you gotta admit. And I think you like it too. I think you like it.
Cheer up, Chickpea, smile, my dear. Laugh now. Cuddle your 7 cats and have a cup of tea. Cheer up, Chickpea, smile, my dear. Let the bad days flee. Put David Icke on, nod knowingly, then laugh it off conspiratorially. Dance in your favorite hat like that. Curl up tonight with your 7 cats. Cheer up, Chickpea, don't look so blue. Smile, my dear, the world needs you. Don't let the Archons get you down. They hate it when you laugh, they frown. Laugh till it echoes, dance round the flat. Fall asleep tangled in 7 warm cats. Cheer up,
All right, well, that was bloody nice.
Cuddle your 7 cats and have a cup of tea.
Oh no, it's playing.
Cheer up, Chickpea, smile, my dear, let the bad days flee. Put David
Lag.
on.
There, okay, I turned it off. There's like a major lag on my end right now. Chickpea, I am eating about 130 grams of protein a day right now for this thing I'm doing. So it's time for another set of pull-ups. It said like bring chest to the bar, but the bar would be right here. So, and I don't know if that's even possible anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. All right, let's see. Set the timer again. No, I'm not eating TVP. I'm eating for like the overt protein sources. I'm eating, what's it called? the fava bean tofu from Big Mountain soy-free tofu. It's made of fava beans. Pretty much is 0 fat, 0 carbs, pretty much pure protein. Single block of it is 280 calories and 64 grams of protein. I also use protein powder, so I'll have like a big protein drink in the morning, eat a ton of fruit, and then make the veggie. I'll do like veggies and the soy-free tofu at night. So yeah, I eat a plant-based diet. I don't know if you'd call it whole food because I use protein powder and tofu, but but yeah, I mean, really, I think the recommended thing is like 0.75 grams of protein per pound of lean body mass. So anyway, I'm aiming for a minimum of 130 grams. Really, I'd like to get 135 or more, but I need to keep it in a 1,600 calorie window. And of course, if I do more exercise, more cardio, and more weight training, that buys me a few extra, like, a few hundred extra calories during the day that I can enjoy. Some more fruit, generally more fruit. That's what I go for. So I don't know if I'd call tofu a whole food. It's technically processed. So I don't know. I mean, depends what your definition of whole is. If some people say that when you cook something, it's no longer whole. So I don't know. Emaciated. Huh. Okay. Well, your mom didn't think my dick was emaciated, so there you go. All right, that's 3. 2 more sets. Yeah, dude, I shot your mom with my bow. Don't you know? All right. Goodbye, Sigs. Sig Nielsen. You are banned. Let's see. Chickpea. See for protein per day. Chickpea, why don't you come up here and hang out with me while I train? You can do some squats and some push-ups, like you're back in the military again. Chickpea was in the military. Dude, it's crazy, like how that's like the first place any like the anti-vegan trolls they go to. Like, if you're not like huge and buff, they say you're emaciated. If you're just like normal looking, they'll either say you're emaciated or they'll say you're fat. If like you're clearly unmistakably jacked, then they'll just say like, oh, he's on steroids, which is a stupid thing anyway, because steroids increase protein synthesis, which means you have to consume more protein. So it proves to build the muscle. So it proves that you can get a ton of protein on a plant-based diet. Let's see. Chickpea says, I just drink 1.5 liters of high protein soya milk every day, plus eat a load of nuts and seeds. So probably get more than 75 grams anyway, but doctor tells me all is fine. There you go. Set scales, DOM says, I used to be a heavy exerciser, once did 500 push-ups in 20 minutes. Were they like this kind of push-up, or were they like this kind of push-up? Because when people say stuff like what you just said, I'm assuming they mean like this kind of push-up, or it's like a half push-up, which actually apparently, like, you know, in prison, that's like what they all do, and it still builds the chest a lot. So the question is, I always wonder if you can get great results doing like the half push-ups, what's the point of even like going all the way out for like the scapular push? Yeah, that carnism debunked me. Haha. Now I'm weak. I hate carnism debunked though, but it's good meme. Save the steroids for something serious like cancer. Used. Us old folks need more protein for our crumbling bones. There is no link. Noodles. There is. Oh, no link. Okay, hold on. The link is in the chat for those of you who'd like to come up and join. Attained when I still work out. There's push-ups. Long push-ups target slow twitch muscles, and sharp push-ups target fast twitch muscle fibers. Chickpea, welcome to the Finding Gnosis show.
Hi, Noodles. I've got all my lips. Oh, they've all cleared off here. Someone to show you. Must come here. Look at this. Noodles. Noodles. Oh, you naughty little man. Noodles. Look who's here. Look. Bella. Bella. Look at that. Look. Now, quick. Noodles.
I'm back.
Here's my Bella.
That's Bella.
Yeah.
Hello, Bella.
She's been outside for months and months.
Oh, what just happened? Whoa. Where did Chickpea go? Chickpea, come back. I don't know what's going on here. I wonder if it's my internet connection. Hold on 1 second.
Bella stood on the keyboard. Me. Bella stood on the keyboard. What are you doing?
Are you there?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I think it's my internet. What the hell? All right. Try one more time, Chickpea. Try one more time. Come back. Come back. Do it again. I guess we're having some technical difficulties here. I don't know what's going on exactly, because I'm getting major lag, and then when I try to add someone to the chat, it's then they're getting kicked for some reason. Chickpea, if you're there, try one more time, please. I don't know what happened. Oops, I used to be able to do like 30 without stuff. So set scales, DOM, would you like to come up and talk about your days as a calisthenics master? Because it sounds like you have some good experience and maybe you can share some important insights. I put the link in the chat. All right. Now I'm going to add Chickpea to the stage. Okay.
Got me right. Here. Bella jumped on the keyboard.
I tried to make you tried to show off Bella as the main scene, but then it just crashed everything.
Yeah, Bella crashed on my keyboard. I don't know if that can't imagine that would cause it. But Bella just jumped on my keyboard.
Maybe that's what happened.
Yeah, she's been outside for about 6 months and she's finally decided to come home. She comes home to get fed and then she just clears off again. But she's finally come home for the past week or so. Naughty little girl.
Well, we've got Set Scales Dominic on the Finding Gnosis show. Welcome to the show, brother. What would you like to say?
How's it going? Well, I'm going to tell Chickpea that I'm allergic to cats. But recently, I had this one cat come up to me and sit on my lap.
Yeah.
I was petting it for a while, and my allergies did not act up until I touched my face. And it did not feel that bad. So I think it comes down to what the cats are eating.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry. It must be horrible to be allergic to cats, the world's most beautiful creature, because they are adorable, and you can't have a few.
I think I'm all right.
You were saying that you are a calisthenics person, right?
I used to be into exercising and all that stuff, but I don't really do it as much anymore, if at all. I should, though. If I wanted to, I could probably get back into really good shape in like 3 months, but that would take a lot of effort and time, and I'm not sure I want to put in the effort and time to do that.
Have you been on this show before?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All
right.
I
was telling Chickpea. I've talked to Chickpea. I've never seen you, though.
So, do you do any kind of exercise now?
I tell you, Set Scales, when I was young, I used to do absolutely tons of exercise back in the 70s and 80s, but then I got RA and that put a stop to it all. My beautiful, beautiful, bitter inheritance, RA. So
what is that?
What?
What's RA?
Rheumatoid arthritis.
Oh.
It's a bitch. It's an absolute bitch. And it puts a stop to everything. Yeah. So,
I don't know about that. I would do a bunch of stuff. I'd pretty much do anything that did not involve weightlifting. So I do a bunch of calisthenics and yoga and Pilates and stretching and running and hiking and tire flips.
Oh, that's good.
So what do you do now?
Well, now I mainly look at philosophy and history, and I've basically taken that as seriously as I used to work out.
So you don't do any form of exercise now?
I did some pull-ups the other week, and I retained my form. I did some dips, and those dips had me really, really sore for like 2 days. And when I was doing the dips and the pull-ups, I just had this thought in my head, like, my muscles feel way smaller than what I remember them feeling.
Yeah, mine do. Yeah. Yes.
How it goes. How
The
it
whole
goes.
body goes to pot when you get old. Everything goes to places.
I pop, I've been popping since high school because I played football, American football. Not very good for your shoulders. It's nothing bad though. It just makes noises. I forgot what it's called. There's the name for it, and it's pretty common actually.
Well,
But yeah, I used to think I wanted to be some sort of special forces soldier, so I would exercise like them. Yeah, it was mainly centered around calisthenics. Like I would wake up in the morning and I'd do like 2,000 reps of certain things. Like it would consist of like 500 push-ups, 1,000 ab workout variations, like 300 squats, and then I'd go do 200 pull-ups.
Do you have any
Took
pictures
me
of yourself
about
back
3
then?
hours. Then, no, I don't. I didn't really, didn't really want to be a fitness influencer or anything like that. I wanted to go join the military and be a special forces soldier.
did you do that?
No, I sure did not.
Why not?
It's really glad because I started learning about philosophy and history,
right.
and then I was like, oh,
So philosophy is
yeah.
actually the downfall of your fitness. And it's funny because it's like fitness, is so good for the mind and your health. But
Yeah.
so what made you? So it was philosophy that made you stop caring or not want to be in the military anymore? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Once I learned about natural law and once I learned about objective morality, it became clear that I could not join such an organization. And so I just pretty much stopped working out and started devoting time into learning things like natural law.
Is this
You're a straw man.
are you referring to like the kind of thing that Mark Passio talks about, natural law?
Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty much an expert in what Mark Passio talks about and natural law.
Do you have a channel on the One Great Network?
No, I don't. I just have my YouTube channel. I've never talked to Mark Passio at all.
Okay, I see.
So, Skills, you must have read Meet Your Straw Man then. Yes, the book?
No,
Oh,
I haven't.
I've got it. Meet Your Straw Man. It's a fascinating subject, isn't it? And we're all caught up in it, even me.
Yeah, well, I know what you mean. Just coming face to face with what you thought was a good worldview or what you thought was real.
Subject, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a very, very interesting subject, but we're all caught up in it and there's no escape until you die. And then, of course, you get recycled anyway, so you come back for another 70 godforsaken years. Well, this is the Finding Gnosis channel. The Gnostics believe in reincarnation.
They do, but they frame it as a way so that it's a trap of the demiurge in an attempt to,
Yes. Exactly. But, what amazes me is that people are so just don't want to know about it, because I firmly believe all the while we carry on breeding, we just continue our imprisonment. That's what I believe. I'm very aware of the fact that I'm a little prisoner, just a little slave at the bottom of the pyramid. Sorry, I'm a grumpy old bag.
Yeah, I was talking about on another channel about ways that you can take back power from the artificial structures, which
Yeah,
is
yes.
basically it kind of would be like a two-pronged move. Number one, I don't know how it is in England, but in the United States, there's plenty of people who live pretty much off grid. People
Yeah,
like the Amish, people
yes.
like Farmer Veterans Alliance.
Yeah, I
And
know. Yeah.
so what could happen is people could set up adjacent communities to these people and attempt to mimic them as their neighbors and do as they do, right?
Thing is, here in the UK, that's very, very hard because if you remember I don't know if you know the truth about the UK, but
yeah, it's small.
92% of the land in this country is out of bounds to the proletariat. 92%, okay? You're not allowed
Yeah.
to stand on that land because it belongs to the aristocrats and belongs to those in charge. The few people that do manage to live off grid in this country, I don't know how they manage it, but you have to actually own land that hasn't yet been scanned or is not yet in the knowledge of the land registry. It's a very, people think the UK is set free, but it's not actually. It's a prison camp, and it's something I didn't realise when I was young. It's only once I got older and I had time to sit and read books that I discovered all this, because we're not taught it. I know in America it's very, very easy because there's places you can hide, can't you? Land and things. But in the UK, yeah.
It seems harder there because it's a smaller island.
Yes. And the land, the land, like I said, 92% of the land is out of bounds to the masses. 92%.
Yeah.
And yes. I can't see how it can be done in the UK, to be honest, and I don't.
Well, the second thing on top of that is on top of mirroring the people who are living off grid and attempting to be their neighbor. The people who do not do that and live in the cities or the land owned by the proletariat need to hold the proletariat accountable to their own standards and laws instead of just,
But the proletariat don't own any land. Not in this country, anyway. Not only the rich own land.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant the bourgeoisie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But most of the land in this country is all held in the hands of the aristocrats, and it's all very historical. It all goes back hundreds of years when they had the Industrial Revolution and threw all the peasants off the land. And blah, blah, blah. It goes back hundreds of years.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you had people live off grid while simultaneously having people hold the system to their own standards accountable, it's going to just basically stall the system so that instead of going over here and handling the people who are living off grid, they're having to handle the people who are in the courts or wherever else, demanding that they follow their own laws. So that way, the people who are building the off-grid societies or systems have time to develop them.
But they're not allowed because they're trespassing.
Yeah, I mean, in England, I don't know how it would be done.
Oh, sorry,
I really don't.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're saying. In America,
in the United States,
it's possible.
Yeah.
In America, it's possible, yes, but here it's not. Because if you go on that land, you'll have the police after you and you'll be charged with trespass.
Yeah.
Plus, I think you have to be quite strong and robust to live off the land. I'm not strong enough to do that anyway, unfortunately. So.
You don't have to be. You don't have to necessarily be strong. You just have to find. You just have to find some people who are accepting of you, and be somewhat useful to them. That's really it.
I don't want to have babies, so I'm of no use to anyone.
Well, yeah, I don't think people wouldn't necessarily be demanding that. It would just be maybe help clean, help do some food, just do some menial tasks.
Yeah, That can happen in America. It could never happen over here, though. It could never happen. That would never be allowed to happen. The aristocrats will make sure of that, and they will.
Yeah, you're right. I don't see that happening in England, or I don't know if that'll even happen anywhere in Europe. Europe seems too metropolitan to me.
Yes, because but don't forget, it's a tiny landmass it's a tiny overpopulated landmass. It's the way it's happened. Yeah, I think I bet if you could go back in history, you'll probably find that most of us Europeans were literally pushed into this tiny little space, Holland, Germany, Belgium, blah, 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 by some other nationality of people, blah, blah, blah. That's what I believe, because we are so overpopulated. I mean, if England's bad, if you go to Holland and Belgium, there's barely room to move. True.
Music Junkie 37 says, being off grid sounds more miserable than modern living.
It probably is.
Music Junkie, would you like to join the show and explain your point of view to the listeners? He says, even off grid, you're still a slave struggling to survive.
Yeah, we are slaves, even off grid. We are trapped inside a meat bag.
The point is, right, like if you're off the grid and at the same time you have people stalling the system, the off-grid people have time to develop their system to be more sustainable, and so that it's not as beneficial to the central system, but instead it's beneficial for the individuals who actually live in it.
Yes,
it does take time.
The thing is, set scales, ultimately, okay, even living off grid, you're still a prisoner because you are trapped inside a meat bag. There's no escape from the meat bag apart from death.
Are you talking about the human body?
Yes, the meat bag.
So are you Gnostic?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I come here. Because it's the only place where you can talk about it, really. Yes, we're trapped inside a meat bag, and we're trapped here until we die. And then then you just get go to the checkpoint, meet your masters, and they just recycle you for another 70 years of it. Yeah, I'm a miserable old bag, aren't I? No, I hate it here. I hate this meat bag. I hate everything about it. I think it's a bloodbath. Sick, sick bloodbath. I shut Dominic up.
Oh no, I was
What?
I was doing something, but
yeah, I've got a very.
Well, I was gonna give you an answer when I was done, but I guess I'll just tell you. But basically, it comes down to you're not wrong. Because like if you take Native American myths, for example, they're basically gonna say that humanity was once this plasmic being. They call their ancestors Aurora Borealis. This is how they think we used to experience the world, as like some plasmic gas in the sky. Yeah. And then something came along and then put us within this flesh and blood meat suit. And there's even some that will connect it to the biblical mark of the beast system of 666, and it'll be imposed on everyone because the human body is composed in a carbon flesh and blood suit where the carbon atom is made of 6 neutrons, 6 electrons, and 6 neutrons or protons, fulfilling the 666 mark of the beast. And this is even described in Genesis, when in Genesis 1:26, you have God make a man in his image. And here it's implied there's no separation within man. And then in Genesis 2:7, you have God make man again, but this time not in his image. He makes man from the dust. And then he takes the dust man and separates the rib from him and makes Eve.
Yes, I read all. I
don't think people make the connection, though.
Yeah, I know all this.
yeah, working sucks, but I'd prefer modern convenience over living off grid in nature's inconveniences.
Yeah.
Music Junkie, would you like to come on the show and share your thoughts? We'd like to hear
So
them.
what's your take on the Revelation, Dominic, as you've read the Bible? Dominic? Oh, you're not answering. Okay. Dominic? All right, okay. I'll sit here and talk all to myself. Yes. Oh, lovely. So Noodles, I was going to call you meatbag.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, meatbag. I was saying, do you believe in the whole meatbag thing then? Are you an optimist and believe it's all super duper?
I don't know. What do you mean meatbag thing?
Well, I believe speak for myself. I feel I'm just a little slave trapped inside a meat bag. That's how I feel about my life. And I haven't had a hard life, Noodles, but that's how I feel about my life.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would say I believe we're in a way we're trapped, but I don't believe in a soul. So I
do.
Okay, I'm back.
And there you go.
Well,
So do you believe in a soul?
Sorry.
But you must have a soul if you're an animal rights activist, because at least you see what's going on with the animal kingdom.
I don't see why one follows from the other.
All right then. If you say you don't have a soul, you don't have a soul then.
Yeah, I don't. It's all just consciousness derived from the brain.
I've had an out-of-body experience. Noodles, come back.
I'm here. I'm listening.
I've had an out-of-body experience under surgery, right? And I can assure you, our consciousness and our souls and our sight exist outside the meat bag. I was out of my meat bag, floating around the room.
Just because you had a hallucination.
It was not an hallucination. Don't Noodles. I was not having an hallucination. I was 7 years old, and I remember that as clear as day. I had an out-of-body experience. Just because you haven't had one yet doesn't mean to say it doesn't exist.
I've had an out-of-body experience. It's a illusion from the brain.
No, it's not.
I've had it. All right, I've had an out-of-body experience.
Well, I believe different. Well, your out-of-body experience was different to mine then.
Okay.
But I know I can exist outside this meat bag.
Yeah.
But they won't let me.
I believe that you believe that.
Yeah, I do. I believe it 1,000,000%.
Okay.
The meat bag is a prison for your soul.
Okay.
That's where we differ. I've got a soul, so they've imprisoned my soul inside this meat bag. So, Dominic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you believe in the Revelation then, as you believe in Genesis?
Revelation is basically an attempt to trick people into creating the perfect world for the elites while disguising it as salvation. Because if you actually read how Genesis ends, it basically says they're going to build this huge cube that's going to be the city of New Jerusalem, and then everyone's going to go live in this cube.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
I mean, it's literally the inversion of the cross, the cube.
Yeah, I know.
So this basically says to me that people are going to live in the technocratic matrix of transhumanism.
Yeah, oh, you believe what I believe. Well, you just word it differently. Because I'm not planning on getting chipped, so I know that my life, I've only got, I won't be getting chipped, I've already decided. So I know I'm going to be dying on the streets one day. And I already know it. Oh, you believe what I believe then in your own way. Yeah. And you know what amazes me is, Dominic, that nobody sees it, because to me it's as clear as day. To me, it's as clear as day. It always has been.
Well,
From
it's
when,
because the reason no one sees it, it's really unfortunate, but it's just because that these religions and these myths are scripts or programs, and the fact that people believe it and don't see these things mean that the scripts and programs are working according to the way they were
they're
designed.
working according to plan, yes.
And so, I mean, really, it's just it comes down to people don't want to think for themselves.
Yeah.
They let other people think for them. And it gets to a point, especially if you look at it on a collective level, it's been at this point for a long time where people don't even realize it's happening.
Yeah. Yeah, because to me it's as clear as day. To me, because you know this, the marks, the chips already happening in Sweden. There's people have been chipped in Sweden already, and I believe it's very sinister, and I do. Yeah, I don't know what the future holds, but they're not getting me, and they're not getting
Well,
me.
right before the black cube is constructed in the Bible, it says
Yeah.
that the sea is dissolved or the sea is melted or something like that. There's no more sea. So what this basically means is that the state or the government or the new world order they're trying to establish or the new Jerusalem will have
Yeah.
completely eliminated chaos and made everything
Yeah.
and everyone as predictable as possible.
Yeah. Oh, I know that. Yes. Yes, I know. That's why I think what's happening in the UK is being allowed to happen. Yeah.
Are you getting this stuff from Mark Passio?
No, we're getting from the Bible, Noodles. So
Yeah,
you won't be.
yeah, everything I said is straight from the Bible.
Oh, we just see it differently. That's all. But we'll
I'm
see the
just
same.
giving you, I'm giving you like a sociological and
It's got a very good take on it.
psychological interpretation and the implications of what it actually means from us. If we look at it from the trajectory of how do these religions impact civilization and what is the trajectory civilization is heading on because of these myths?
Alan Hill says scientifically, consciousness comes from the brain, not a soul. Alan,
No, consciousness is trapped inside the brain.
would you like to come up and? Well, then how come when the brain is damaged, your consciousness is damaged?
I'm going to go
Because it's all interconnected. It's interconnected. Once you're stuck inside this, your thoughts are stuck inside the broken brain. Yes, it's very strange. You just.
So why is it that babies are less sentient than adults?
Because that's the way we've all been manipulated. Our beings are being manipulated by our masters.
What do you mean? No, babies literally are dumber and less
Yes,
sentient.
I know.
There was no point.
Our whole minds are
arguing
wiped.
this point.
Before we're reborn, they totally wipe everything from
No,
us.
but I mean, it's not just about that. They literally lack the neuronal.
Yes, I know, because we're little.
Do certain motor actions.
I know.
What I'm wondering is if it's the soul trapped inside the brain, how is it that even if you show a baby how to do something that they can't physically do it, they don't have brain capacity. So that just shows that
citing a baby. Hold on, let me answer. Citing a baby that they can't do certain tasks because they don't understand it disproves consciousness comes from something external to the human body. Is a misunderstanding of how the universe and relates to the body, because the body comes from the earth. It comes from these things that are external to it. These things give it life and because these things give it life, they must be alive.
Alan Hill says out-of-body experiences does not mean that souls exist. People can literally hallucinate things that don't exist.
Yeah.
Alan, would you like to come up on the show and explain what you mean?
Yeah, I agree that maybe not every... Scientists do say that only a tiny proportion of the human race does have a soul. That's even been discussed. And I believe that's probably true. Maybe it's to do with the rhesus factor. Maybe the vast majority of humans who are rhesus positive, there's only a tiny minority of us who are rhesus negative. Maybe us rhesus negative ones are the ones with the souls who shouldn't be here, but we're trapped here.
Ricardo Sunrocks, would you like to come join the show?
I'm going to make myself a cup of tea.
What's your perspective on the matter?
I would say there's no point between materialists and spiritualists arguing about where consciousness comes from, because they're operating on two irreconcilable paradigms, and they just can't get around the fact that the spiritualists basically don't think that empiricism is the end-all be-all, and the materialists do.
True. True. I think I kind of like this workout plan that AI has given me.
I was saying something, but someone interrupted me and I had to stop.
Oh,
Remember what I was talking about before I stopped?
I don't.
Yeah, I remember.
Hold that thought, brother. We have someone named Sean, and who I don't know who it is. So I'm just gonna put the veil up real quick before I let them on the stage. Just a sec. There is a newcomer. Let's see. Sean, welcome to the Finding Gnosis show. What would you like to say?
I've been here before 5 times already.
Can anyone here vouch for him?
I don't know. I'm sure he's fine.
What's her name?
Chickpea went away.
Chickpea knows of me. I've talked to her a few times.
Chickpea knows everyone, but I'm sure he's fine.
You're not talking about
anyway.
my name.
Chickpea, you know me.
You know Sean?
I can visit.
Yes. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
an innocent.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
As long as Chickpea knows him,
Yeah.
that is fine.
Hello, everybody. Greetings from Ireland.
Hello.
Greetings from the south of Ireland.
Set Scales had something he was trying to say.
He was trying to set the record right.
Yeah. Then I forgot again. Oh man.
Trying to get
it basically comes to the
straight.
fact I was describing where consciousness comes from. It's basically the fact that it's illogical to assume that a dead universe would produce life, or something that is able to recognize itself, self-reflect upon its actions, and act within it, and make choices about how it lives within it. But like I said earlier, the materialist perspective and the people who are more spiritual, they're just at an irreconcilable worldview on this matter. Because the materialists don't see how you can test for this thing that I'm talking about.
You can't test for it.
Yeah, but who created God?
There is no God. There's no creation. It's creation ex deo, which means that there's no creating things. Everything exists as it is now, as it was, and will exist eternally. All that happens is that energy is recycled into new forms.
That's like quantum physics. But you could say that the same with the universe. The universe always was, and never will change. Infinity and beyond.
The universe, in a sense, yes. But I would think that there would some point when the universe came into being from the potential of being. But
What does that mean?
it would be well.
Okay.
We can think of existence as this medium that is basically a void, and within this void contains all possible information within it. So this information is going to basically create boundaries within itself, which are folds within this medium that manifests this limitless information into actuality. It turns potential into reality. So just because we exist, for example, in a universe that they say is, I think, 14 or 15 billion years old, and it has these things such as thermodynamics operating within it that seem to have a strong effect on how the things within it operate and interact with each other. These things are merely the medium that I'm talking about, creating boundaries that allow things to interact within it in a way that is not just this pure state of energy or the void or information.
What's the boundary? What does that mean?
Yeah, so the boundary is just simply an area where the information becomes reality. But it's not the entire medium that I'm talking about. It's just an area within it where the information has become real, like the universe. But the
Like dark
universe is
matter?
not all of existence.
Like dark matter, quantum. What do the physicists say? Is it quantum physics? I don't even understand that. It's like I'm here, I'm not here at the same time, something like that. I think string theory is another one.
Yeah. So I mean, the main problem with these physicists' models is that they think the universe exists as a series of disconnected points and blocks that interact with each other through random chance, and they're floating through this void that basically contains no information or potential. And because of this, they face a whole lot of problems, because if they really existed in a void, then they should have no way of interacting with each other, which is why they say that it's random. But because, as I'm saying, they exist within a shared space that is not random and contains all information within it, they exist within a space so that they can interact with each other, because they all come from the same informational source of unlimited potential.
I don't understand half what you're saying. I zoned out that for a bit of it.
You need to go to Mark Passio's channel and watch every video from the first one all the way to the last one, not skipping any in between, or you will not understand the message.
Yes, he asserts that. I certainly have not done that, so I probably would disappoint him in that regard, but he repeats himself quite a bit. And he'll even
Who's
admit—
Mark Passio? What?
Mark Passio is just basically a modern day occultist who was going to be recruited by the satanic network that runs the world, but before he got in too deep, decided to stop doing that and start teaching about occult principles.
All right, so I should be doing occult stuff if I want to be get the third eye, if I want to be enlightened.
Well, occult only means hidden knowledge. So it's knowledge that's been hidden by the authorities or masked in a way so that people don't understand the true meanings. Because if they did understand this stuff, it would basically just prove the authorities of the world are illegitimate.
So was Epstein doing that in his island there, doing some occult stuff?
If you would like to join the conversation, please click on the link below the video now.
I didn't hear that. Something about Epstein.
Epstein was probably doing some occult stuff, and with all the billionaires with him.
Gnosis show.
Yeah.
If you would like to join the conversation,
He was I mean, he's basically connected to the Levant cult. So their whole thing is just basically perpetuating the systems of Baal. And Baal is the god of agriculture. And so basically they do all these rituals so that they can yield better rewards from what they view as agriculture, which is just basically the people they rule over.
Music Junkie is asking me if I'm a big AI bro. No, I don't want to be. It's just that I don't have anyone to help me with shit. So I have to like use an AI trainer.
Why don't you just use your imagination, man? It works for human history.
We can watch Passio until the dairy cows are liberated. Passio probably won't face practical physics. This is the thing about Passio. He's never gonna fucking step up onto the debate stage at all, anywhere. Like, it's hard for me to take some of those people seriously unless they're actually at the very least willing to debate, and he will not debate. I honestly don't think he has the mindset for it,
One thing you have to understand about people like Mark Passio is, he basically thinks he's a sage, and sages look to people like Jesus and try to mimic him, and Jesus does not debate people. All he does is he speaks the truth. You can accept his truth, take it or leave it, and that's that. And that's pretty much how Mark Passio treats his message. I think he looks at debating as beneath him. And when you examine the modern day debating sphere, he has a strong point. And quite frankly, I don't think he could control his anger enough to last on the debating sphere unless he was debating someone serious, like a Yuval Noah Harari or someone.
Yeah, I see that he would get too angry. But I also don't think that the modern day debate sphere is the problem. I think it's which
it is.
Which part problem you want to go to, and what are you willing to? What people are willing to accept as their epistemic standard for things? It's debate. It's the debate sphere that has helped me form my position on many things, and I think like Dr. Avi and Ask Yourself, and those guys do great work on their discords. So I think there is a place. Anyway, I just finished that portion of my workout. I have to go eat something. I have a call in like 20 minutes. You guys can keep the stream going.
How do they get people if they want to join?
Yeah, if people want to join.
You're going off to cook, are you, Noodles? You're going cooking. You cooking?
I'm probably gonna cook something. Actually, you guys can
off to cook. I haven't cooked for 40, 50 years.
Wait, do you just eat canned food?
No,
Pre-cooked food?
I eat everything raw. Apart from bread.
Wait, so you eat lentils raw? You can't
No,
eat
I don't
lentils and
cook.
chickpeas
No, I
raw.
don't eat lentils. I don't. Yeah, I eat my vegetables raw. Eat my fruit raw. Nuts.
You know, soy milk is not raw.
I know, but what I mean is I don't cook. Okay, I do know soya milk isn't raw, but I myself don't cook. Yes, I buy soya milk and I buy bread, and I buy roast cashew nuts. But I myself don't cook. I haven't cooked for 40 years.
Could I
Have
ask?
you eaten raw potatoes?
What?
Raw potatoes? Have you eaten raw potatoes?
That's one thing I miss about not having a cooker is I can't have a baked potato. Because I used to eat baked potatoes. Apart from that, I've never been one for cooking. I just can't be bothered. Why cook when I can just have a packet of peanuts and an apple? Why cook?
True.
Why men
Could I ask what everyone's opinion is on the modern day debate sphere? For people like the Andrew Wilsons and the Destinys or the Jay Dyers or whoever else. Who are they? Wow, Chickpea, you are lucky that you don't know who they are.
Who are they?
Wow. You probably don't want to know. It's probably a good thing you don't know, actually. Wow.
I only watch I tend to stick to the British channels because I live in the UK, so I tend to stick to UK channels.
Do you have the BBC and all the fun shows?
No, I tend to just watch stuff on YouTube and talk radio. I used to watch the BBC and everything, but I don't have a TV set anymore. Nice. Soy free. What's wrong with soya? Soy free? Don't you eat soya?
Nothing's wrong with soya. I'm just showing people this product because this has no soy. There's nothing wrong with soy. I like soy, but soy has more fat in it. This has more fat, and this is 64 grams of protein in this one block.
Oh, but that's you know what, you should just try the high protein Alpro soya milk. You get 50 grams of protein in 1 liter of soya milk.
I'm just showing that, because some people talk shit about soy,
I don't. No, but I mean, noodles, you could get 50 grams of protein in 1 liter of soya milk.
But some people say shit like, oh, but soy does this and does that.
No, I love it.
So good. And so I'm just showing people that there's an alternative, and it actually has more protein per calorie. So it's like this whole block is 280 calories, 64 grams of protein, no fat.
You have to cook it though, don't you? You can't eat it raw. Can you eat it raw?
Yeah, well, it's tofu. It's just made of fava beans instead of soybeans.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Because I tend to live on a high protein soya milk because I'm too lazy to cook anymore. Well, too lazy to cook basically. And so I get all my protein from just glugging down 1.5 liters of high protein soya milk.
Do you ever make hot chocolate? I like making hot chocolate.
Yes, I use
soya
the Alpro. I use the high protein Alpro hot chocolate. Yes. I buy that too. Yeah. Yes.
Nice.
Love it.
So what type of vegan shit food do you like eating? Vegan ice cream?
Yes.
Sweets?
I don't
donuts?
eat sweets. No, I don't eat donuts. Good Lord, no, I don't eat donuts. Make me fat. I eat a lot of apples and fruits and nuts.
You eat pancakes?
No, no. I just eat nuts, seeds, fruit, and soy milk.
Would you consider pancakes a moral food?
This has been my favorite kind of apple.
Are pancakes vegan?
You can make vegan pancakes.
I thought all pancakes.
Dominic,
as long as you don't use regular milk, I would think that they're all vegan, right?
What?
Pancakes.
No, pancakes aren't vegan. They're made from eggs. I don't know. I don't cook.
I have had. So my ex used to make the best vegan protein pancakes ever.
All that cooking. Because the thing is, Dominic, I don't own a cooker, you see, and I don't own any pots and pans. I've got none of that.
Yeah, I usually
Why
make
cook?
crepes. That's what I make. I just like pancakes, though.
But why cook? Just have a packet of cashew nuts. Don't
From
understand.
what?
Cashew nuts. Just have a packet of cashew nuts and an apple.
I don't know, because I want crepes with like boysenberries and honey. Is what I
Okay, that's
want.
what you want. And you have to go and cook it. I can't be bothered. I just cannot be bothered.
Doesn't that sound good though? Like crepes with some boysenberries
No,
and honey
I eat because I have to.
or
I
whipped
don't
cream.
eat pleasure. I eat
Yeah,
now
I mean,
because I have to.
The vegan crepes do sound good. No honey though, but yeah, everything else vegan, yes.
I'm sure they're lovely.
chickpea is a true Gnostic.
Why cook when I could just have a cashew nut? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised there's a lot of people that eat like that. I've never thought about that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's you know. Also, I'm very, very left-handed, and cooking utensils, knives, and everything are all left-handed, or they were when I was young. So they're all right-handed. So when I was very young, I developed an aversion towards cooking because I couldn't handle the tools, and that aversion has stayed there, literally.
Okay. So you still take your supplements though, yeah?
Oh
They'll
yeah,
be
I take
scared of
loads of
B12 and D.
No, I take loads of supplements. I've always taken vitamin pills. Always. Yeah, I do know. I don't eat properly. Yeah. Oh, who's saying I
Did you
don't
take
eat?
iron supplements? Do you ever take iron supplements? Because you know when you're vegan and you're a woman
Yes,
and
I
you're
take
younger.
iron and I take B12.
I heard that the vegetables nowadays have less nutrients than before.
Yes, I
So
know.
I think everybody needs to take supplements, even
Yes, I know.
the normal people.
I've been taking supplements since I was 17 years old. When I left home, I started taking supplements. Been at it for years. Still here, fortunately.
Do you ever take spirulina noodles?
No. Oh,
Uh,
sort of noodles. Sorry, I do.
okay. I used to eat chlorella.
What's that? Is that like spirulina?
It's another blue-green algae, and it actually has some B12 in it, and some other. It's even more protein dense than spirulina.
Interesting. I heard duckweed might have some B12 in it as well.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because I just
I'm
take
gonna
it.
get off, guys, but it's cool talking.
Whoa, you not on the stream, dude. Save that. That's your private shit. Don't get off here, bro. This isn't that kind of channel.
Yeah, I'm getting off right now. Later.
No. Leave the stream before you get off, bro. Come on. All right, that didn't land, I guess.
But like, yeah, I mean, I'm surprised because I'm trying to be vegan, and I'm surprised how easy it is. And like,
Yeah.
I knew about this veganism stuff since like the last 10 years, and I was always delaying it. But I was still eating less meat for like the last 5 years or something. But now I'm trying to be fully vegan. It's not that hard. I'm like, oh, feck.
So it's very easy. Very easy. I would find it hard to be a meat eater because if you're a meat eater, you have to cook. I don't want to cook. What cook for? Cooking? Better things to
Well,
do.
no, the vegans have to cook too, though, if they want to make nice food.
But cashew nuts are nice. Why would I want to cook when I can eat a pack of cashew nuts and have half a melon or some whatever? Why do I want to cook? Don't understand.
Yeah, but you need to make some like really nice like Indian food or
Oh, no.
like
I can't be bothered. Sean, you know what? I can't be bothered.
Do you ever buy crisps? Do you ever buy vegan crisps?
Yes, I buy them all the time. Well, I eat them every day to get my salt because you have to make sure you're getting enough salt when you're vegan.
No, but you don't have to eat so much salt. Too much salt not good for you.
Yeah,
No, but as a vegan, you've got to be very, very careful because meat eaters, salt is used in the process of meat. It's, they put salt in it, blah blah blah. As a vegan, we tend to eat less salt. I don't know, it's just the way it
You're
is.
talking about iodine. I think you're thinking about iodine. They
No,
add
I
iodine.
know salt as well. Salt. I know. I make sure I get enough salt every day. It's something I make sure I do every day. Salt.
No, but they do say that you should not overtake. Like I heard, you're supposed to only take like maybe 6 grams of salt a day, and if you take more than that, it's not good for you.
Yeah, I don't take that much. I think you think I pour a ton of salt onto some crisps. I don't.
All right.
No, I don't take that much. But I do have noticed if I don't get enough salt, it does affect me.
Yeah, and they say that Jesus might have been vegan. What's that about? That's the Christspiracy documentary.
Yeah, you should go
I don't know
watch
about that.
Did you watch it?
No, I saw the trailers, but I never saw it. I had to pay for it. Boxed.
Yeah, it's
But where in the Bible does it say he was vegan though? I think he was maybe vegetarian.
It doesn't say. Well, I suspect he was a pescatarian because he was quite happy to kill those, well, I mustn't say killing fish because we've had rows about this, me and Noodles.
No. The word fish was probably mistranslated from the word for fishweed, which was a kind of jelly. It was kind of seaweed relish that was often consumed on bread. And hold on, we got someone joining. I just want to put up the newcomer banner just to be sure. Valhalla is here. Well, I have lag on my end, so I have to make sure I wait till the banner is up before I add them. Okay. Valhalla, welcome to the Finding Gnosis show. What would you like to say?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say you've come across me many times before. So is
I recognise your voice.
So is the vegan. The vegans come across me many times.
Okay. And everybody here vouches for Valhalla?
Oh,
I haven't.
Valhalla. Oh, then have a row. We've had a row. Not a row, but...
But they've been here before, correct?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's... As long as Chickpea remembers you, that's fine.
Well, Noodles,
I'm
if you
quite
don't like
disappointed.
someone, just pluck them off.
Well, yeah, I just want to make sure they're not a troll that's going to, like, expose themselves on,
No, mate, I'm not a porn bomber, but I've been following Danny, the original channel, Social Experimentalist, for a long time.
Yeah, so I recognise your voice. You've got a different name. Don't
Vanguard is my name. Vanguard is my handle, but I'm also Valhalla.
Don't you like Danny's book?
Yeah, it's all right.
I love it. You know what? That's one of the best books, in my opinion, that's ever been written. I love his book. It's a real, I think it should be mandatory reading for the entire human race. Fabulous book.
Mandatory is a bit of a strong word, isn't it? I mean, that's almost like...
I think what he says, speaking as an old lady, okay, I know what, I look back on this 72 years I've had. And I'll be quite honest with you, every single word he says is fact. Every single tiny last word is fact.
Hey, wait, what was he talking? What's he talking about?
What? Danny's book. He's written this book about not. Who talked to me?
What are you talking about? It's like from the show, Australian show, just doing the voice.
I was just talking about to Valhalla about Danny's book, Danny Shine. Valhalla.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was just mimicking a character enough.
Sorry.
I'm listening.
Yeah,
I'm listening.
What did he talk about?
Very interesting conversation. When I got here, you touched on quantum physics. You touched on what is a soul. All right. Interesting.
You ever use that?
No, what is it?
It is asafoetida, otherwise known as hing. It's what gives like a lot of Indian dishes the flavor that makes it kind of a uniquely Indian tasting dish.
Now, you,
Okay. I've never heard of it. I've never heard of it at all, to be honest.
Nice. It's got like it's kind of
Have you
curry.
got some?
No, it's
Have you
not
got
like
some? No, that's not curry, mate. It's got no curry in it at all. There's no spice in that. It's just called heng. And I disagree, but anyway, enjoy your meal noodles. You know,
thanks.
get some
Bella
turmeric in
just.
there, some nice
Yeah, that's
turmeric
like
and some noodles.
just about to put some turmeric in it actually.
Now, Bella keeps standing on my keyboard. Now, what you need is this. You see, look. Cashew nuts.
Oh yeah.
Works.
But not for me right now because I'm on a diet.
So,
Why I chickpea? Why
my
I
cat.
saw your face, Chickpea.
What?
I saw your face.
Did you? Yes. 70 years old.
Yeah,
73.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Actually, it's
And
fine.
it's nice that you
But-
believe what you believe in, and it's nice you're passionate about it. But the world is a very strange place today. Never mind. I'm not too far behind you. I mean, not too far, but not that far. But the world is a very strange place these days,
Yes.
isn't it, Chickpea?
It's horrible. Well, it's not horrible. I just don't like being here. And I don't.
Well,
It doesn't suit me.
I mean, I understand that, but let's not go that far, because we all always want to be positive and try and change it, even in a fixed casino that we're forced to live in. You know what I mean?
But you can't change it. You can't
Well,
change it.
that's what they tell you. That's what they tell you, isn't it?
Well, when I was young, I was an animal rights activist, and I did that from when I was 14 years old until I was nearly 50. Okay, did quite a long time. I never managed to really convert one single person. And I did it. I used to put leaflets up everywhere and go out in the streets, demonstrate with other people. You can't change the world.
But Chickpea, have you tried doing any of the new style of outreach like with Anonymous for the Voiceless and such? And
So, Noodles, I'm 72 years old. I've had enough of working. I just
know, but I'm just saying, like, it's not, you don't have to think of it as work. It's just like a pastime. They hold the screens, and then they have a good like line of questioning that you can follow.
Noodles, I've reached a point now with non-vegans where I get such terrible. I've just had enough. I did it for all those years. You never change them. It's all over. There's horrible videos online for people to watch.
Well, but a lot of Chickpea, a lot of those people have not seen those videos actually. You know,
because they don't care, Noodles. Okay, they don't care.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Slaughtering animals is not a nice thing.
Noodles, we used to have.
I still do outreach.
Right, I'm going to get kicked because you're over talking me, and you're going to blame me for over talking you. But there's a correct way to slaughter animals. Animals aren't going to disappear from the human consumption chain at all. It's just got to be sustainable, correctly reared, correctly farmed.
In that case, there's a correct way to slaughter humans too.
All right. So, what about vegetables' rights? Don't you think vegetables have rights too?
A vegetable is not sentient. Let me tell you something.
It's proven that vegetables and fucking mushrooms, fungus, guys, it's a lovely thing. I mean, it's got feelings, it's got purpose. Come on.
If you think there's no difference between this apple slice and a human life, you are in fucking insane. You are fucking insane.
That's not what I said. I said, don't you think vegetables, fruits, and everything like mushrooms have feelings too? So when you're
No,
referencing
no, they
only
don't. No,
criticizing eating meat,
you're just making things
all
up.
those things have feelings too,
No, you
because it's
don't. You're
part of
just
what.
making things up.
But part of sacrifice to
Plants are
live
sentient.
on this planet, you need to eat. So you're going to
Plants,
piss off
plants,
vegetables, you're going to
plants
piss
are
off
not
fruits, you're going to
Valhalla.
piss off meat. Come
Valhalla.
on, I mean, come
Plants are not
on,
sentient. Plants are not
come
sentient.
on.
Sorry. No, they're not. And that's where vegans draw the line. Our symmetry breaker is sentience. All right. But when you say, oh, but plants have feelings too, what you are actually doing is trivializing uh, all the atrocities that have ever happened to any actually sentient being, including
Right,
humans.
so how,
By
let
you
me
saying
put it in
plants
another
have feelings, you
direction.
say,
What do you
oh, but,
expect to live on for the
okay,
rest of
so
your life by abusing
you.
fucking vegetables and
What?
pulses and rices and beans and lentils?
Valhalla, vegetables
Come
do
on.
not have a central nervous system, so they cannot feel pain.
What about the mushrooms? Leave the mushrooms alone at least. Come on,
Yeah,
all
they're
right.
not
I
sentient,
don't touch
Valhalla.
mushrooms. I
Sorry,
don't like mushrooms.
they're not sentient. Sorry, buddy.
All right. Oh.
Hello, DNW. Hello.
Hello.
What's going on here?
Anyway, can we go back to the quantum question? Quantum entanglement, superposition, and also referring back to the question of a soul, but understanding the universal constant that energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transformed. Entropy. So, where do you think the
I want to
what
say
you
something,
call a
Ed.
soul to operate
Yeah.
this bioelectrical mechanical producible computer, machine? But where does the electricity in the soul come from? Come on. Okay. Okay.
Are you a religious person, Valhalla? Spiritual
Mate,
person?
I'm very spiritual, but I'm a very old spiritual person. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna let W run the show for a bit because I'm gonna have to hop on a call in a minute.
I reckon we're going to get a whole load of people here now because I was on another stream, Jack Talcott, and they might come over now.
All right.
So we'll see. They came
Howdy.
over yesterday.
So I like
Hello, Isaac.
that question of where does the energy come from in the soul. I had a theory the other day that if we're like quantumly entangled to like our soul or like maybe our resting place or the source of all things, that there's a tether and there's a pull between the two things that create it going like a magnetic field. You have to have distance between the magnets to create the field. So I don't know, maybe that pull creates like that desire, that like fulfillment creates that energy. I don't know what it is, but I had this theory the other day that it's the distance between two things that are pulling, that are entangled, that create the like field that I don't know. I don't know. I
So
was
that
thought.
that creates the stability for you to turn left and turn right, but you could be turning right and left at the same time, or going straight forward or reversing. But it depends where your solid state is at the moment, which direction you took. So that's the reality, the path you're taking. Yes.
Makes sense. I've seen myself in a dream, where like two triangle like corner room, like in the corner of a room, two corners in a house in a room, were moving like a clock like this, and the walls were see through, and I saw two dimensions collide. I saw myself in a hat with curly like hair out at the sides before I went bald, and I had a beard, and I gave him a high five as the two dimensions passed in knuckles, and he looked at me like, "Yo, I got this in control, and I know everything, and everything's fine." And then in both dimensions, there were two people trying to distract both of us at the same time. So like there were two people in front of me trying to distract me from not seeing him, and he had two people in front of him trying to distract him from not seeing me. I've only met myself twice in dreams, and that was one of them. So I don't know.
Well, that's
It's like
what they
that
call a glitch in
polarity.
the
That
matrix.
polarity, yeah.
A glitch in the matrix, or a glitch in the entanglement of superposition, in which direction you were going at the time. a superposition, as they call it. Observable, unobservable, observable.
Observable
Don't
by
forget,
eye. Not yeah.
until it's observed, quantum entanglement is all about us. Yes.
I just changed my name yesterday to Isaac Spirit Quantum Man. Yes. It was Isaac Spirit Man. I decided to add quantum into.
Did you ever ask Grok to debunk your theories?
No,
You should
but I've
probably do that.
actually asked Grok a lot to like give me math on the torus field and how the torus field interacts quantumly with another person's body that gives them a vibration that gives the brain a certain release of certain hormones at a certain time. And like, dude, it came up with the math that said when you interact with someone, the torus field is actually changing your physiology, your state of mind, and your emotions at the same time. Like it got deep. The whole thing. Okay, he laid out that we're electrically connected. Torus field. But it's not my map on there. But not everything.
It's the same field as Akashic fields as well. Have you ever heard of Akashic fields?
Yeah, 100%. I think I access it, but I don't know how anymore. I had a brain shock therapy. I think there was a target against my spiritual nature, and I don't feel spiritual anymore. But anyways, long story. Doesn't matter.
Well, it's basically what you want to do is stop using rubber soles, mate. Get your fucking feet connected with the earth, and you'll be connected.
I'm gonna take my shoes off right now. Thank you, man. Dude.
But you've got to connect with the earth, not your fucking grounded.
Well, I'm on concrete. I'm on concrete. Does that count? Rocks? They're like.
No, that doesn't really work. It's
I have to go outside.
Mm.
Yeah, thank you. Because it's hard for me to grab my energy and control it so much. It's so intense. Yeah. Is that what helps?
Take your rubber shoes off and get your feet.
Is that what helps? Because I want to tell you one more theory, and I'll let you guys see what if you heard of this. So I had been in a mental hospital, and after a really deep psychedelic trip, I had to put myself in there. It was on Datura. I don't know if you heard of Angel's Trumpet, Devil's Weed, Jimson Weed. It's very Datura is very narcotic.
Do not
like
ever do that.
Yes,
do
no, never. I'm not. I want to say this. I'm going to tell you the story. You never. No, not salvia. No. This is worse. This is Datura. This is Angel's Trumpet.
Disclaimer right now.
Yes, disclaimer. Thank you. No, 100%.
This
Never
is
touch
a very
it.
dangerous,
Don't even touch it.
plant. This is a very dangerous plant. If you take the seeds, you could end up in permanent psychosis
or die,
nightmare.
Yeah. No, I would never recommend it. I want to tell a story like as harm reduction. But it did implement me into a mental hospital that some crazy stuff happened. But I did take. So I read about this plant, the Datura. It's very dangerous. It was on our property at the rental place I was living at. So I got curious about it. That's the only thing that happened. It tried to get me. It was on the property growing. So I looked it up, saw that it was psychoactive.
Are you saying you had a snake in the grass?
No.
Telling you eat that bird?
I don't know if it was telling me or what, because I did have so I took it and then I gave permission to entities that night that I said this. I said, if you can teleport and you can enter my room and talk to me tonight, I give you permission. And they did that night. And then I went to the mental hospital the next day because of it. But that's not the weird part. The weird part gets weirder. I get to the mental hospital and I have a full lucid dream with my shoes on and my feet are on the ground. And I'm having a lucid dream on the end of my bed, like my knees are bent and I'm backward, like that. So my shoes are on the ground and my feet are on the ground. And I have a mental vision of using my superpowers where I lifted up a boulder or a cinder block in front of a parking block. And I was getting mad at everyone. I was like, dude, they're studying us and you guys don't understand. And I was like, watch. And they were all writing down notes, watching me as I did the force. And I woke up, the power was out, bro. So I was like, dude, I used all that energy and the power's up. But then I didn't believe it. So it gets weirder. So then I get out of the mental hospital. I take a train in San Luis Obispo, downtown San Luis Obispo. I'm homeless for 30 days because my parents think I'm tripping out. They're like, you need to relax. We'll take you in. Just you need to figure something out and get your mind clear out there and not around us because you're going crazy. So, and
St. Louis.
Yeah, San Luis Obispo. My dad went Obispo, California.
All right. So it's not. Am I getting it wrong? St. Louis, where the arches, is that not Tennessee? Well,
no, San Luis Obispo is Cal Poly University, California. But no, the weird part was, it happened twice in a row. So then I got homeless. I had my shoes on and I slept in a plastic bag, similar to having your shoes on. I slept in a plastic bag. All my energy was combined. I had a dream that I had meditated and blew up a transformer in my dream. I woke up and I was sleeping at the train station with the electric tracks, and the power went out and people were driving by to look what was happening. And it happened twice in 2 weeks. So and then can't explain it. Like, I dreamt it and woke up in the same exact thing was happening from the dream world to this world. The exact thing.
Wow.
Like, in a different form. It was a different form. So that's my synchronicity.
Can you do me a favor? I'm enveloped with your explanations there, mate. Can you put your channel name in the backstage, because I don't think it's
100%.
allowed. Mate, I wanna understand what you've got to say. Actually.
Yeah, I do open panels. I freestyle. I'll end after this. I need to smoke a bowl anyways. But I do open panels where we talk deeply, and if you like, you could join anytime.
Yeah,
let me put my link up here. But yeah, that's about it.
My voice is Vanguard 1, and it's not Vanguard or BlackRock, because they're a load of cunts. I am Vanguard 1, the pinnacle of all goodness.
Sweet. There's my channel right there in the back. I'm going to get a quick smoke. Thanks for listening, because that was something that happened to me that I can't explain. It was very interesting. It's like breaks physics. So like twice in a week, I used my superpowers in a dream, woke up, the power was out, and I was using rubber soles or a plastic bag to sleep in that harnessed the electric energy. You understand what I'm saying? That's my theory. That's my theory behind it. That's it. I don't know.
Yeah, man, you've got a new subscriber, mate. You've got a new subscriber. You've got a new subscriber, mate. I'm just subscribed. Look forward to the conversations, mate.
Yeah, I talk a lot, so you guys got to cut me off and stuff.
I like you.
You got to jump in. I know. I know it's all right, because I guess we're here to talk, but I'll be right back.
No, I'm sorry if I cut you off. I just need to know your channel name for future reference, because you're interesting. You've got a lot to say, and I like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just brushing my teeth.
Please click on the link below the video now. This is the Finding Gnosis show. If you would like to join the conversation, please click on the link below the video now.
Who's brushing their teeth?
Share the stream somewhere now to bring in new voices for our conversation. We do not want to become an echo chamber. Share the stream now. Bring in some new thoughts to compare and contrast our ideas with theirs. Because Gnosis is not found in isolation. Good places to share the stream include your social media platforms such as Facebook, X, Instagram, Telegram, WhatsApp, YouTube, community posts, Reddit, Discord. Share now. Bring new voices to help us all find Gnosis.
Bella, little girl.
Hello,
That's my black cat. Bella's home. She decided to come indoors for some obscure
Lovely
reason.
jubbly. Well, Noodles started this show. I don't know how long more I'm going to be around on the show tonight.
What, you're going to die? Going to be around?
Maybe. But no, I mean, I have some plans I have to do. I have to sort a few things out, you know.
So
Noodles show. Noodles just randomly came on, so it's up to him to keep it going.
Yeah, man.
I'll stay for another 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, man. We talked before, DNW. We've talked before.
Yes, this is my channel.
What? I mean, I know Danny, but you're not Danny. Come on,
Yeah, I like the comment from
Noodles. If he is listening, he shouldn't have shared it to Danny's channel. We shouldn't have done that. Danny said not to do that anymore.
But
Right, what's wrong
anyway,
with
good to see
Danny?
you again, DNWD. But you're Danny with a microphone, is that correct? About don't
No,
have children?
no. This is not Danny. It's the Finding Gnosis show. Restreaming on Danny's channel, and I didn't do that. Noodles did it, so I don't want to get in trouble for that.
So Valhalla, have you
Yeah,
read
I'm going to
Danny's
remove
book?
it from Danny's channel. So anybody watching on Danny's channel, I'm going to end the show on Danny's channel because he didn't give us permission to do it there. So I'm going to
Right.
end it there, and you can come to the
Can
Finding
you
Gnosis show
you
on
post
YouTube.
your
Just
link?
look it up, Finding Gnosis. You got about
I
5
mean,
minutes to look it up.
finding gnosis. What
You can
diagnosis?
see it in
I
the
mean,
ticker. Finding Gnosis. Look it up. I'm
I
going
can
to end the
see
show.
it. I can see the big fucking yellow
Okay.
lines with the owl's
Well, I'm
head.
ending
Come
the
on,
show
over there.
on Danny's one. Bye, Danny's people.
So you two guys, have you read Danny's book? Valhalla, Isaac?
No,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
haven't.
read it entirely? No, but I've seen clippets of it. You know what I mean?
I love it. It's the best book I've ever read. But then
Yeah,
I
man, you
am a
said that.
miserable old bag, so I would love it. No, I love his book. Love it.
I mean, I see the interesting question. Why do you have children? It's a very interesting question. Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
I'm not pissed, Nibbles. I'm just lit. Just chilling.
Well, is he saying that everybody should not have kids or something?
Yeah, well, he's just saying the whole thing about the brutal truth about life. That's all he's saying.
Yeah.
It's a bitch, and then you die, and then you're reborn. Cooey. So for another 70 years of wash, rinse, repeat ad nauseum.
Yeah.
Ad
Not sure how it
nauseum.
works. I wish I
Ad
knew.
nauseum.
Well, it is. It is. What else is it then? If it's not right, you're born, go to school, go to work, and then you have a few years off to retire in, by which time you're old anyway.
You're born, you're
It's
judged,
called a
prosecuted, you're
farm,
hated
isn't it?
on.
Right. So in other
Unless
words,
you
you've
live
got no
up.
free
Unless you live
will.
up.
You just have too many choices, but no free will. Is what you're
I
saying.
don't know.
That sounds like a slave to me.
Well, we are
A
slaves.
delusional slave. What?
Of course you're a slave. If you can't see that you're a slave,
You
you're
miserable
deluded.
bastards.
Stop it. If you can't see you're a slave, you're deluded.
Well,
If you do not
I
own
love
any
you.
land and do
I
not
love
own
you. I love you.
you
I love
are
you.
a slave.
What do you call yourself again? Fucking not sweet potato. It's what? What's it? Come on, I've forgotten. Sorry.
Chickpea.
Chickpea.
Chickpea. You're a fucking lovely lass, you like.
Never met me, have you?
Valhalla, are you a traveler? Are you a traveler?
Am
Or,
I a
a
traveler?
gypsy?
I do
Irish
travel
gypsy.
through the universe, space and time, and quantum reality. I do have a camper van, but no, I don't have any necessary gypsy or Romany or Irish traveling blood in me there, fella. No.
You sound a bit like one, so that's why I was asking. Sorry for being rude.
Now you don't being rude. I mean, I'm not
He doesn't
offended,
sound
so
anything like
you
one
don't
at
have
all.
to do that. This is not a safe place. It's a real place. You get what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's all right with me. Don't worry about
No, 'cause you-
pronouns, etc., etc. It's not
You
fucking
sounded a
worth
bit
it.
Irish there. You sounded a bit Irish, so I was
Mate.
thinking.
Mate, I'm Scottish Viking and I've travelled around a bit, so I have a bit of an accent and I put on sofa and wet. Wow. Come on.
Cool. Yeah, the travelers are pretty funny. The Irish gypsies, they're characters.
Oh, just because I've got a sense of humour. Are you trying to identify me as an Irish traveller for my sense of humour there? Don't
It's
worry
fun to
about it.
experience.
Sean, I
It's
don't
just a
want your
joke.
cousins coming and beating me up.
Oh dear. Do you want to buy a dog? Want to buy a dog? And that is a joke. It's a joke. I'm not a traveler. Calm down.
Yeah, man. There's a few travelers around my area, and in England as well. There's a few in England here.
Hmm.
Yeah, man.
So yeah,
There's nothing wrong
what?
with people not wanting to abide by an enforced system. What's wrong with that?
Yeah. Well, have you heard the sea people? There's people in the Philippines that live in the sea, and they've evolved to see underwater or something, or breathe
Mate, have you
longer
seen those
underwater.
people that go for the conches down at the bottom of the sea? Have you seen how long they can hold their breath from? That's called evolution. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they've been doing it for so long, their bodies have evolved to go even deeper than anybody from the West can. That's evolution. That's Darwinism. Big time.
We're gonna evolve to become aliens in the future. We're gonna have big brains, small jaws. Aliens.
Well, as long as you don't come from America, aliens don't matter. Aliens welcome. All those sci-fi films. Come here, aliens. Come here. Yeah, that's a bit of a double blind. I do apologize for that. Sorry about that. Sorry.
Well, if the aliens do come, right, and if Trump actually did release the alien files and there was actually aliens, it would change everything.
Oh.
They'll be changing. They'll be coming from a place far, far away, and they'll save us.
Well, the Fermi paradox is very relevant in this situation. So, faster than light travel, or even more than faster than light travel, would be necessary if you can't find life in your own solar system. So, what does that say about the universe? And you really want the universe to know you if you figure it out enough to say, hello, universe, considering how much we don't know about the universe.
But do you think we're the only ones here? I mean, that would be Craig.
I mean, like I just said, you really want the universe knowing you're here.
Well, if there was like a really powerful alien race out there that's taken over the universe, they might as well. They probably don't. They don't bother coming here because they think we're pew pews. So that's probably why.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
Bella's
Do you know
eating
much
cashew nuts. It's true. My
Do you
cat
know much
Bella.
about? Do you know much about dark energy and how much we don't know about it?
No.
Bella.
Figure that one out, and then we'll talk again.
No, but I heard that dark energy is like 70% of the universe or something.
Bella.
I think Veritasium videos showed it, or I saw a video about it.
Dark energy. It's everywhere, and we don't know much about it. In other words, we don't know jack shit. We're only animals to be controlled, filtered, and be earned off for a certain pinnacle of a certain people of a certain type of threats that are in society. But anyway, let's not focus on that. Let's focus on how big the universe is. Let's focus on
Let's talk positive. We need positive energy. Energy. We need more energy.
You need more energy. Don't forget, energy cannot be created or destroyed. Think about that one.
But I heard in entropy, it expands everywhere. So when the universe dies,
But
the energy
entropy
will be
is
so.
just our current understanding how things cool down, to be honest, isn't it?
Yeah, so they say that the universe is cooling down and expanding, and then it'll like freeze over, and then it'll blow up again or something.
Wow. Entropy. Oh, what a
Yeah, something like that. I'm using scientific words. I'm not a scientist, so I don't know.
Me neither, mate, but I've got a good idea from a person that likes a beer. But at least it's intelligent conversation after all, you know?
Yeah. Are we
Right,
the
I
only
think
ones
I've
here?
bored you for enough. Thank you for the conversation.
Yep.
Thank you for the time, and it's good to see you again, Chickpea. Good to see you again.
And you, Valhalla.
Take care.
Yeah, man, but don't forget, my original name is Vanguard One, and
I
it's not the
remember you.
financial investment company
I
or
recognise
I
BlackRock.
your
remember
voice,
you.
don't
The next
worry.
time, if you want to come back, you'll have to come to this channel because it's not going to be on Danny's channel anymore.
Right, can you do me a favor before I go? Can you pop it into the back chat so I can put it in? I know it's Ignosis, it's what? Can you
Let
just
me
do
try
me a
and find
favor?
it for you. 1 second.
Yeah, man.
I'll do it now in a minute.
Thank you very much, Agnosis.
Hello, Objective Ethics. I'm just looking for the yeah. What's been happening on the stream anyway? Because I wasn't on it, and I think just a chilled one, was it?
Yeah, it's been pretty decent conversation, man. How are...
I was here for half of it, maybe.
Oh.
Talking about diet, quantum, woo-woo stuff.
Interesting.
Religion, God, science.
And don't forget the infinitesimalness of a universe we can't even understand so far.
Indeed. Valhalla, there you go.
Thank you. Thank you, Agnosis. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Take care, buddy.
Yeah, let me just give you it. So you've got a subscription. There you go, bro. 4.7k subscribers. Finding Gnosis. You got me, mate. You got me. No worries. Thank you.
Adios.
Adios, mate. Adios.
Bye.
Bye.
If Noodles doesn't come back in like 5-10 minutes, I'll close the stream down.
Yeah. Well, I heard he was on a meeting or a call. He said he was going to be on a call.
How long for? Do you know?
No.
Okay. Well, guys, you can chat away because I've got a few things to do, but I don't really want to leave it running if he's not around. All right. Chat as you want to.
All right. So Chickpea.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're radical. You're a radical lady.
Am I?
Well, that's nice, dude.
That's nice. Gosh. Better than what I could do. Very talented cook, Noodles.
You're going to eat that with rice?
I can't
Or
even.
carbohydrate.
I don't even know how to boil an egg. I've got no idea.
Wait, so you haven't cooked anything in your life? Like you haven't even cooked like
I haven't cooked. No,
noodles?
I haven't cooked anything since my marriage broke down, which was, gosh, how old was I? My late 20s. So my husband I gave my husband the cooker and all the pots and pans and everything because he wanted it. And I haven't cooked since. I haven't had a cooker since. I know that sounds insane, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you managed to survive, so I bet you there's a lot of people that do that.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't eat takeaways or anything. I just eat fruits. I eat lots of raw vegetables and nuts, and seeds, and stuff. Soya. I don't cook. I just cannot be bothered.
Raw
It's only
broccoli.
me anyway. You know, I just can't be bothered.
Eat raw broccoli and cabbage and all
Right, I
that.
gotta go.
In fact, I don't like cooked vegetables. I don't like cooked cabbage, and I don't like cooked cauliflower. I don't even like it cooked. I do prefer my vegetables raw, and I do.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go as well because I think the show is shutting down. But nice talking to you, Chickpea.
And you, Strong. Have a nice day
All right,
tomorrow.
have a nice day. Bye.
Yeah. Bye. Gosh, everybody's gone. All right. I guess the feeling I'm alone here. Yes, I am. Bye, dear W. Bye, Noodles. Bye.
Well, they're all gone, so I suppose we'll call it a night. Yeah, I haven't got the energy, I'm afraid, tonight. It's been a long day, so I'll have to abandon ship. Take care, everybody. Bye.